Who's in control of America? Letitia James, this unelected, someone who's not accountable to the voters, or Trump, who is accountable to the voters? This is about undermining the entire presidency and providing a future where the presidents are going to be held accountable by these socialist, communist, undemocratic nitwits. I'm Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Here's the article. Stephen Miller on Twitter says many likely don't appreciate just how radical and dangerous it is to revoke the doctrine of presidential immunity. In effect, this gives any single far left judge, jury, or prosecutor a veto over the actions of the democratically elected president. That is, it puts someone like Egeron in New York over your vote. See what happens? They're not pro-democracy at all. They don't believe in the vote. They don't believe in the voter. They believe in power. It means a Letitia James or a James Comey alone decide what a president can or cannot do in the fulfillment of his duties. This is where an incompetent imbecile like Letitia James, who really is dumb, is now thinks they're working more smart than the entire voters. Her will is being done. Your will is not being taken into consideration if you're not allowed to vote for Trump. They're trying to take him off the ballot. The fact that such a persecution may initiate after a president has left office is irrelevant. Future presidents will now exercise their office within the narrow confines of this anti-constitution, anti-democratic framework. The Democrats have already won on this in that they have terrified future presidents knowing that they're going to be hunted. So now they'll stop being as swing for the fences as presidents used to be. Greats like Teddy Roosevelt will no longer exist. Greats like Lincoln suspending habeas corpus. They may not take that risk anymore, and they need to be able to do that risk to be effective. A president is the embodiment of the state and the voter, so when he becomes liable for his exercise of speech as president, it is, in fact, the whole American people who have been robbed of their sovereign authority transferred yet again to the unelected, unreformed, and unaccountable. That's what's happening to Trump in New York under Letitia James right now. Conservatives not speaking out against these travesties are clearly uninterested in conserving this republic. So don't believe in these people that claim to be conservatives that will not help Trump. He should have immunity. You want all presidents to have immunity. In a way, you want them to be able to go nuts, because sometimes that might be what it takes to save the republic. Here's a Rusty Cannon in the comments. They are doing this, then screaming afraid when Trump enters the office, he will do it back. And I know I shouldn't, but I hope he does. Do we hope Trump does it back to them? I do. When he gets into office, he absolutely has to try to prosecute Biden after he leaves office. Why? That's mutually assured destruction. Is the only way an enemy like communists, like Democrats or the Russians, that's how they stopped the Cold War, was mutually assured destruction. If Trump does it back to them, the Democrats will come join the Republicans to say, a president from now on of either party can't do this. That's how you win, guys. Here's Trump on Truth Social in the courtroom of the Biden-inspired AG case in Lower Manhattan, election interference. If we have any other judge, this case would have been thrown out years ago. He, that is Egeron, is a radical left Democrat who is totally controlled by Letitia James and her thugs. If you guys like this material, spread this link around to your friends. It really helps this channel out. I'm Doug in Exile.